Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Seyi and this is the Daily Seyi. On this channel, I share fashion styling videos, fashion hauls, along with some life and beauty tips. So if any of that is right up your alley, then please feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and being a real one. Happy New Year, y'all. We have made it to 2022. We still in this thing, y'all. Y'all know what this thing is. Y'all know. We've all been dealing with it and we've all been going through our, own respective things. And so the fact that we're here just to say that, we're in the new year, I think is a big deal. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about fashion and style and how to elevate your style in 2022, or just elevate your style in general. It's a new year, so you're probably feeling like you want to do a little something a little different. Maybe you want to, elevate what you're looking like. Maybe you want to put a little bit more effort into your outfit, into your style. Well, I'm here to help you and give you some tips on how to do exactly just that. So if you'd like to see those tips, then just continue watching. So I have about 7 or 8 tips here that I think are great tips to help you elevate your style. These are not things you need to take as bond per se. You can, mix and match how you feel, but these are just things that, in my personal opinion, will help to elevate your style. And for background, my style, I will classify it as 3 different tiers. I have more of like casual chic, and then I have sort of like this preppy, grungy type of look, and then I have very much like a classic, trendy, feminine type of style. So usually I like to play with all 3. So that is my personal style, and that is where my tips come from. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first tip. Now, I know when it comes to shoes, everybody has their own personal preference with what kind of shoes they like. Now, me, when it comes to a closed toe shoe, my preference is a pointy toe. And I definitely think that a pointy toe does a little bit more than a rounded toe. Nothing against rounded toes. I think that rounded toes have their moment. But if you're really wanting to elevate your shoe game and really wanting your style to kind of look a bit more sophisticated, a bit more chic, a bit more put together, a bit more expensive, then I would say a pointed toe really is that girl. I prefer a pointed toe when it comes to basically all my shoes. Now, it's either that or a square toe. I think that a square toe also gives that vibe. Also gives kind of like more of like a cool girl feel, whereas a pointy toe gives that very classic, chic, elevated look. It's such a small thing, but it makes such a big difference in how your overall look looks. I'm telling you right now, if you pair a pointed toe shoe, boot with a look versus going for your traditional rounded toe, you'll be very surprised by how it looks. So pointed toe or a square toe is going to be your girls for 2022. Either or. Take a step into the wild side and try one of those 2, and I promise you would not be disappointed. Now, I am a denim girl. I love me a pair of good jeans. And to be honest, I feel like I love all types of jeans, but I do have a preference when it comes to jeans, and that is a straight leg pair. I feel like straight leg pairs are just that girl. They just do what needs to be done. Now, I prefer these pairs 9 times out of 10 over a skinny jean. I think I have 1 pair of skinny jeans in my wardrobe now, and that is definitely on purpose. I'm not saying that you need to get rid of your skinny jeans and then just go out and buy all the straight leg jeans. What I'm saying is that if you're wanting to go for a more elevated, put together look, then a straight leg jean will definitely be your girl, will definitely be your friend in that regard. A skinny jean can also fulfill the same desire depending on what you're pairing the skinny jean with. So if you're going to go with the skinny jean, I would say wearing even a tall boot makes a skinny jean look a bit more classier or a bit more classic versus wearing skinny jeans with some tennis shoes. If you're going to wear some tennis shoes, if you're going to wear some sneakers, I would say a straight leg is definitely your girl in that regard. Don't throw away your skinny jeans. I'm not here to tell you throw away your skinny jeans. I'm not Gen Z and saying that skinny jeans are out. They're not out. But if you're wanting that more edgy, chic look, a straight jean is definitely going to be your girl. And you'll be surprised how well a straight jean works with a whole bunch of different outfits. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3, invest, buy, get a pair, purchase a button up. Not even a pair. I don't know how many times I can stress that a button up is a staple in your closet. Please get yourself a button up. I have about 5 or 6 because I think they're just that important to my wardrobe. It's one of those pieces where if you don't know what to wear and you immediately put on a button up, you already look like you know what you're doing. And again, this could be on a day where you're just like, what? A button up works with jeans, it works with slacks, it works with skirts. I mean, it works with leather pants, it works with shorts. A button up is that chick. It can be worn on its own. It can be layered underneath something. It could be worn as like an overshirt with like a crop top. It has many, many uses, and I feel like people are not understanding that a button up is a staple in your closet. If you want to elevate your style in 2022, please get yourself a decent button up. Zara actually has some pretty good button ups, and they usually retail for like $50 and up. I would say that's a good starting point. Obviously, there are more expensive button ups out there, but you know, if you're not trying to spend like $100 on a shirt, totally fair. Buying a $50 or so button up is a good investment into your closet. So when you get this button up, you're not just going to wear it one time. It's not just meant for professional attire. Let's debunk that right now. A button up is not meant just only for professional attire. It can be worn in many different ways. I've styled it so many ways on this channel. So please get yourself a button up. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, a quality blazer. Or quality blazers. You cannot go wrong. Once again, a blazer is not meant only for professional attire, because there's so many different blazers out there that really probably wouldn't even work in a professional environment. Zara has a bunch of blazers. You know who else has a bunch of blazers? The thrift store. You'll be surprised how people just kind of throw away their blazers and give them away. I'm like, well, your trash is my treasure, my dear friend, because blazers are really that chick. And like I said, a straight leg jeans, a button down, and a blazer. That's already an outfit. With a pointed toe heel. What? That is an outfit. That is a look. Even if you're throwing a blazer on top of like a 2-piece sweat set, you still look like, okay, she kind of got, she knows what she's doing with her life. I don't know what it is. But I'm telling you right now, get yourself a good blazer. And that is tip number 4. So tip number 5 is to invest in a good bag. Now, invest in a good bag can mean a whole different things to a whole different lot of people. Obviously, everybody has their own price point that they're willing to spend on a certain item, and that is totally fair. For me, I'm realizing that I am definitely a bag girl. I love a good, nice handbag. And so I would invest more money into a handbag because I know it's one that I can wear with multiple things, because it can be worn with multiple different outfits. And so I'm getting my cost per wear out of it. So when I say invest, totally up to you what you take that as, but just get a good quality handbag. To start, a good black bag. A really good black bag, or even like a neutral that you wear often, like brown or gray. You can even do cream. Like a good one of those solid color bags will do you really, really well and will work really, really well in your wardrobe. And then you can expand from there. I have my lovely Coach Tabby here. I got her back in 2020. Yes, 2020, at the end of 2020. And this is like mid-luxury investment. This was like around $400 or so with tax and everything. And so at the time for me, this was like definitely an investment, like $400 on a bag, excuse me. But you know, I knew that I wanted a nice black bag to have in my wardrobe. And this is one that has definitely gotten its cost per wear. So I mean, if you want to, I will link this Coach Tabby down below because she's my baby, and you will get your cost per wear. You will. Take my word for it, you will. To that point, invest in some good jewelry. I love jewelry. I love earrings. I love necklaces. I love bracelets. I love rings. And so as of late, I've been, investing into more, like, I guess you could say expensive jewelry. I'm talking about spending more money, like willing to spend like $100+ on like some earrings or a bracelet or a necklace, or even like $50+ on things like that. And that's actually a pretty good range, and those are pieces that you can probably last you for a while. You'll find yourself reaching for these pieces. And again, nice kind of simplistic, understated but stated jewelry is definitely one that you should have in your wardrobe, and one that will elevate your style, ties and look together, and it does kind of feel a bit more elevated and a bit more luxe, a bit more expensive, if you will. This next tip, please get your correct size. Sizing and proportion goes a long way in helping to elevate your overall style. There are too many times where people are buying things that don't fit, whether it's things that are too big and it's not meant to be oversized and it's just like, that's just too big on you, or things that are too tight and you're like, oh, I'm going to fit into that eventually. What I say to that is, no. you should buy for what size you are in this moment. It really does something for your self-esteem. When you're buying things that are too small, you're now putting this pressure on yourself to like fit into something that you literally bought. Like, it can go back to the store if you really wanted it to, but you're putting this unnecessary pressure on yourself to fit into something when you couldn't just gone the extra size up. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And I get it. Everybody has their goals, their body goals, etc. Okay, but dress for your size in this moment. I promise it will go such a long way. You won't feel bad about dressing up. You will actually feel really confident putting on your pieces, knowing that they fit. Do not squeeze yourself into something. Buy clothes that fit you. Buy clothes that are your actual sizing. Do not feel the need to buy clothes that just don't fit. And same with proportions. If you are petite, make sure you're shopping properly for petite, or make sure if you are getting like, regular sizing, that you're getting them tailored. Same with the tall girlies. Brands now are doing more and more tall sizing, which is great. So make sure that you're clicking the right sizing and that you're ordering the right thing, because, things that look a little too short definitely don't look that great. You want to make sure you get your size. And the last tip, which I think I've mentioned before, but you don't have to buy every single thing that you see somebody else wearing. I mentioned all of these things, and you likely probably have some of these things already in your closet. And if you don't, I do say to go ahead and buy them, because there are pieces that I think are staples and that can stand the test of time. But there are some pieces that, don't really stand the test of time. We got to be honest. There are some pieces that are just trendy and probably are in for like, a few seasons, and then they go out of style. You don't have to just buy stuff off of vibes. Sometimes that just does not work. Buying things only for special occasions also doesn't work all the time, because you're going to have all these special occasion fits and not have anything to wear on a regular day. And if you really want to elevate your style, you want to make sure that you have pieces that work for your everyday, that work for even, mundane things like going to the grocery store, or that work for things like going out to brunch, hanging out with friends, what have you. You just want to make sure that you have pieces in your closet that help do that. And my final tip before we close out this video is to identify what your style is. Obviously, not everybody's style is the exact same. And that is beauty in diversity, the beauty in, diversity of style and diversity of fashion. Not everybody has the same style. I figured out what my 3 pillars of style are. Those are the pillars that I, fall into. Those are the ones that I feel most comfortable in. Those are the ones I feel my most, wonderful, beautiful self in. Once you identify what your style is, it makes shopping that much easier. It makes putting together outfits much more smoother. You feel less frustrated because you now know you have all the pieces in your closet that, speak to you. With that said, that is the final tip for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I want to help you elevate your style in 2022. So if you found any of these tips helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe if you resonate with this video. As always, I will catch y'all in my next video. Until next time, bye.